This video series has been filmed at Parker Hannifin Manufacturing in Barnstable in the UK. This is a manufacturing site certified to IATF 16949. The scope includes the design and manufacture of valves, manifolds, connectors, regulators, and supporting ancillary equipment in corrosion-resistant materials for automotive and non-automotive applications. This series simulates several scenarios in an IATF 16949 audit. Watch this video and see if the auditor is undertaking an effective audit.
We go on here and then we go to the program. So when that's all right, we put cancel. So if we want to change or edit any of the jobs there, we just change it like that. And then we put just change. So there it is. Then when we're happy with it, we press run. Right, then we try a few and check them. So we stop the machine.
Okay, so and then you come over here to validate.
Yeah, when we've set the etch, we check a couple, make sure it's on the center of the job. So then we come under this light here, and there you can see it, Parker 6MO P0176.
Yep, which matches.
Yeah. Yeah, which matches with the paperwork.
Yep.
That we got
there, and then based on that, you fill it, and then you have jobs for outsourcing.
Yeah.
And then you'll send them.
Yeah.
To those.
Just leave it then, basically, and just check it now and again. Make sure it's still all right. Yeah. Okay. So that's the final. Yeah. Process.
And then it looks like you recently had your imaging unit validated. I can see you have a pass date on there. All right.
And then they get taken into the plating shop where they spray them with oil and process, and then they go out to the stores.
Okay.
In this audit, the auditor is auditing the process of laser etch. The auditor observes the process setup, and then the operator takes a sample of an etch product for inspection. The purpose of the laser etch is to ensure traceability, even in this case of very small components. The level of traceability will depend upon risk, and this relates to IATF 16949 requirement 8.5.2.1, Identification and Traceability Supplemental, which states, the purpose of traceability is to support identification of clear start and stop points for product received by the customer or in the field that may contain quality and or safety-related nonconformities. Therefore, the organization shall implement identification and traceability processes as described below. The organization shall conduct an analysis of internal, customer, and regulatory traceability requirements for automotive products, including developing and documenting traceability plans based upon the level of risk or failure severity for employees, customers, and consumers. For the inspection, the auditee shows a vision system is used to inspect the clarity of the laser etched numbers, and then the number checked against the works order. In this case, the vision system is not used for a measurement, so the label on the equipment more relates to electrical safety rather than calibration. The auditor asked too many leading questions, and at some parts of the audit was almost playing the role of auditee in saying how the process works. Finally, based upon the visual display, it would give the auditor evidence to follow an audit trail to the management of outsourcing. This relates to IATF requirement 8.4.2.1, type and extent of control supplemental. And this requirement was actually also changed through Sanction Interpretation 7. The requirement reads, the organisation shall have a documented process to identify outsourced processes and to select the type and extent of controls used to verify conformity of externally provided products, processes and services to internal and external customer requirements. The process shall include the criteria and actions to escalate or reduce the type and extent of controls and development activities based upon supplier performance, an assessment of product, material or service risks. Where characteristics or components pass through the organization's quality management system without validation or control, the organization shall ensure the appropriate controls are in place at the point of manufacture. So let's summarize. When auditing any manufacturing process, it is important to understand the traceability plans developed based upon customer, statutory and regulatory requirements, and also any internal requirements. By understanding the plans, audit trails can be followed to verify the effective implementation in the relevant step of the manufacturing process. In auditing any manufacturing process, reference should be made to the relevant PFMEA and control plan. Auditors should focus on asking open audit questions and restrict the use of closed or leading questions when gathering objective evidence.